What's up, everybody? It's your Lord Commissioner coming to you on Wednesday after week 2. Good week for fantasy football. A lot of you guys had a lot of good points. Bad week for fantasy football in terms of injuries. We'll go over that a little bit in the recaps. I think a few of us made it out okay. I didn't have too many, but we had some big names go down. So let's get to the recap. First game of the week in rivalry week number 1. AJ and myself. AJ got a big win, moves to 2-0. The only bad part about his week is he's going to lose Christian McCaffrey for maybe a month, maybe three to 6 weeks, I think they said. McCaffrey made it sound like he's going to try to come back sooner than that. So AJ, hang in there for now. You beat me pretty good. Well, 20-ish points, I think. Even Dak Prescott had about 45 points for me, which if he hadn't done that, then it would have been even worse. And then I think I have 2 wide receivers who are questionable now. So that's about as bad as I got it on the injury front. Rob and Javo. Rob barely avoided being the low score for the week. Thanks to Josh Jacobs. I mean, he had a wild day, something like 30 or something like that points. He does lose the game, and he does lose Saquon Barkley for the year. So that was kind of a big hit. Obviously, Javo moves to 2-0, and we'll see how that goes. I don't have any notes here about Javo on the injury front, so not sure if he lost anybody big or not. Let's see. In the Turner battle, Kyler got 41 points from Aaron Jones. Just an absolute crazy day for him. 200-something total yards, 3 touchdowns. And then just like everyone in Kyler's lineup had double-digit points. So just crushed it. Ended up with the highest point total for the week. So that'll come into play here in a little bit. Keaton has started 0-2 despite having the savior Mahomes on his team. So we'll see if Keaton can bounce back here. Another 0-2 team, Derek, went 0-2. Didn't play a defensive or special teams play this week. Left that blank. Maybe just got busy. Didn't pick up one of those Monday night games. Derek did, however, change his team name and logo to what Mullins asked him to on week 1. So thank you for doing that, Derek. We know you're out there paying attention somewhere, even when we haven't heard a lot from you. So needs to keep that name and logo until he wins another game. Let's see, Ross went to 2-0, had Cam Newton and Russell Wilson, both had huge weeks. Didn't really matter. He didn't have to worry about losing because he started the wrong one. Maybe a difficult decision throughout the season, but we'll see. It's working for him so far. Brand made it back to 1-1 with a big day from Kamara on Monday Night Football. Even though the Saints couldn't pull out the win against the Raiders, Kamara had a good day. Mullins, rough week, goes from the highest point total week 1 to the lowest point total in week 2. So Kyler was able to pick his name and logo. If any of you have not seen it, go check that out. And if you haven't heard the backstory behind the old Jackhammer Jill from college, I'm sure Mullins would be happy to tell you, maybe behind closed doors. So right now we're going to go to the standings, and everybody can take a look at that for a second. Okay, and welcome back. Not a whole lot else to go over this week. I was trying to think if there was any other big storylines. Thursday Night Football this week is Jacksonville and somebody. I'm not 100% sure, but that game's tomorrow, so check your lineups. Waivers went through. Had a lot of people put in waivers because of obviously all the injuries, so hopefully everybody's squared away there. One piece of news, much like last season where I was the first person to use the chaos rule, I am going to use my chaos rule this week. Ross Wilson is the person that I'm playing against. He is 2-0. I am 1-1. Last year I used it because I started 0-2 or 0-3 and really needed a win. I think I made Javo sit a quarterback or something like that. Ross, I am going to make you sit Derrick Henry. I thought about making you sit a quarterback, but with you having Cam and Russell, I figured that was probably a stupid idea because you just plug the other one in. I believe your team is really good. I believe your running backs is the weakest part of your team. So I'm going to make you sit Derrick Henry, who looked like he had a pretty easy matchup coming up. So sorry about that, but going to get this chaos rule ball rolling like I did last year. Again, anybody that wants to use their chaos rule has to tell me by end of day Wednesday so I can let everybody know. And it is still Wednesday afternoon. It's about 2:30 right now. So by the time this video comes out, I will have already told Ross, so he has a chance to make some moves. Other games coming up this week. Mullins is playing against Kyler to try to get rid of that team name and team logo. Derek is playing against Javo. Javo is 2-0. Derek 0-2. Derek's got to win if he wants to get rid of that name and logo as well. Brand versus Keaton. I believe Brand's 1-1. Keaton is 0-2. So we'll see if Keaton can right the ship. And the last matchup of the week is going to be AJ against Rob. AJ's team, he really does seem to be rolling. That was pick number 1 in the draft and pick number 2 in the draft. Rob and AJ both are not going to have those players this week, so we'll see how they can rebound. Anybody's got any questions, let me know. I know a lot of Chiefs fans out there, so Kansas City's playing a big game against the Ravens on Monday night, so wear your jerseys and cheer loud from the couch. Talk to you guys later.